What's up, Juventini? We've got a ton to discuss. Two new names emerge as possible candidates at the backline for Juventus in January. And one of those names is one you've mentioned a lot on our live shows. We'll go through that one together. And in the attack, Motta has given the green light to one of our targets. Who did he choose? Fagioli, the key and the solution against Lazio, and the backline already named with a key omission. Are we in for a big surprise from Motta? We're going to tackle it all together right now. I'm Berto. This is the AJCU channel dedicated to Juventus. It's October 16th. Let's rock with the news. And yes, we're going to kick things off with the backline. Now, we have two new names that have emerged as candidates for Juventus in January. And the first one is Flamenco's defender Leo Ortiz. Now, Mirko Di Natale comes in and already immediately confirms that Juve has been in contact with the player's entourage. The interest is legitimate. Now, the contradictions in the reports are how much it will take to bring in Leo Ortiz in January. Mirko Di Natale states he's valued at 15 million euros, and that's all it would take to free him from Flamenco. However, there are other reports that there is a release clause there that Flamenco will hang on to and want met, and that is at 30 million euros. The player is contracted until 2028, so we just have to wait to see. But the latest developments are Juve is interested and have contacted the player's entourage. The second defender, one you have named plenty on our live shows, and almost immediately when Bremer's injury came up, and that is Jonathan Tah. All right, he is on an expiring contract, and apparently he is on the radar. He's also being looked at by several clubs because he's going to be going into a free agency situation this summer. One of those clubs is Inter, okay? And Giuntoli could jump the gun on those squads waiting for him to become free and maybe strike in January. So those are the two new defenders that are emerging as possible candidates. Are they higher on the list than Milan Skriniar? Time will tell, but it looks like, and all sides are pointed to Giuntoli going to be active in January, as well as in the attack. And today we get the news that Motta has given the green light to one of those targets in the attack. The player he's given the green light to is Mendo, and we spoke a lot about this a couple days ago because of his versatility, but apparently Motta has said yes to bringing in Mendo. The deal here, though, apparently is it could be reached on a loan type situation and then assessed at season's end. So all eyes on Mendo right now. Another name in the attack that isn't seemingly going away for Juventus, Giacomo Raspadori, apparently not happy with the situation he's currently in as far as minutes and getting space in that lineup. However, we know De Laurentiis will not be easy to deal with, but Raspadori continuously linked with a move to Juventus. Now, we get to the meantime. We've got Lazio coming up here. What are we going to do in Koopmeiner's absence? We've heard many names. Fagioli finally getting linked to this position, and he could be the one Motta calls upon, all right? We've wanted to see him further up the pitch. We know he could play anywhere in the middle of the park. However, his interpretation of that 10 role is drastically different from that of Koopmeiners. So would that be the best situation? Is it a for sure? Nothing's a for sure when it comes to Motta, and reports today suggest do not be surprised if Luis gets the call. That's right, Douglas Luiz. The latest reports coming out of Continassa are actually all positive around the player, saying that the physical conditioning has improved dramatically, and that was one of the knocks apparently against him, was that lack of intensity. Will he get the nod? Let's see. And still, rumors suggest to not be surprised if Adzic gets the call. What is Motta going to do? Let's wait and see. Who would you put in that 10 spot for this game? And the backline already sorted out. The latest reports indicate he's already selected the backline, and it is Savona, Kalulu, Gatti, and Juan Cabal making his return into the starting 11. No Cambiaso in this match, which is a big one in Serie A. Yes, you have Stuttgart in Champions League immediately after, but what if Cambiaso is going to be moved further up the pitch? Would you do that in this game against Lazio with no Conceição, no Gonzalez, Weah just returning? Maybe Motta is making a big shuffle here. What do you think so far about that rumored backline and maybe Cambiaso moving forward? You know the drill. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, join our AJC Army, but hit me in the comments with everything you think about all the news you just heard. And of course, I'm back tomorrow with another edition. As always, fino alla fine, forza Juventus. Ciao tutti.